If you saw my first video about giving anime cries to the new Mega Evolutions, then you'll know what's about to happen. If you haven't watched that video, then go watch it! Alright, you're back! How was the video? And in case you didn't go watch the first video, even though I told you to, I'll give a quick rundown of what this video is about. Since the new Mega Evolutions that debuted in Pokemon Legends ZA are undoubtedly going to show up in the anime at some point, I thought it'd be fun to try and guess what the Mega Evolutions will sound like. Since I already did all the Mega Evolutions revealed before Legends ZA's launch, I'll go in order of appearance for the rest of them. Oh, and spoilers for Pokemon Legends ZA! Thought that'd be obvious, but I wanted to say it just in case. Alright, let's start off with Mega Drampa. The first step is to get Drampa's cry down. This one shouldn't be too hard.
Drampa.
There, nice and easy. Now, according to the Pokedex, Mega Evolving lets Drampa regain its youth and vigor, so its cry would probably sound heartier and fuller. Let's see if I can't cook something up.
Drampa! Drampa!
Alright, I think I've got it.
Drampa.
Drampa, Mega Evolve!
Drampa!
It was nice to start off with an easy one. Let's see who's next. Since Mega Victory Bell is revealed in the trailers, the next new Mega Evolution is Mega Excadrill. So, what does regular Excadrill sound like?
Excadrill!
Mega Excadrill's body doesn't change much, with the big change being its claws getting a lot longer. I think its cry would sound sharper and probably darker too. I'll workshop it and see what I got.
Excadrill!
Okay, this should be fun.
Excadrill!
Excadrill, Mega Evolve!
Excadrill!
Not bad. On to the next one. Time for Canary's ace, Mega Eelektross. This is a fun one.
Eelektross! Eelektross!
Kinda like Mega Excadrill, Mega Eelektross itself doesn't change all that much. The big alterations come from the fake electric on its arms made of slime.
It's not slime, it's mucus!
So I can see Mega Eelektross' cry being somewhat wetter to better represent its mucusy self. And here we go!
Eelektross!
Eelektross, Mega Evolve! Kinda gross, but fun nonetheless. Time for number 4. Oh wait, I just realized that I forgot to do the Mega Evolutions for the starters. So, let's get on that, starting off with Mega Meganium. Meganium's cry is wildly inconsistent, so I'll try to take from as many versions of it as possible. I hope that works, though with how varied Meganium's cry is, I could sound like Elmo and it'd probably be fine. Now, with Mega Meganium, it gets more flowers around its neck and gains the fairy type, so having a higher and breathier cry makes sense, something more ethereal. Alright.
Mega! Mega!
That should be it.
Mega, Mega!
Meganium, Mega Evolve! Alright, not bad. Let's move on to Emboar. Fun fact, Emboar was the first Pokemon I ever learned to impersonate. Let's see if I still got it.
Emboar! Emboar!
Yep, still got it. With Mega Emboar, it leans more into its Chinese warlord inspirations, even carrying the serpent staff of Zhang Fei. So giving it a more intimidating and commanding cry would work wonders for it.
Emboar! Emboar! Roar!
Okay, here we go.
Emboar!
Emboar, Mega Evolve!
Emboar!
Ah, it's beautiful. I'm so glad Emboar got a Mega Evolution. Anyway, on to Feraligatr.
Feraligatr. Feraligatr.
I'm not sure why the fearsome crocodile monster sounds like the Kool-Aid Man, but it's not my job to question their cries.
Feraligatr. Gator.
Feraligatr gets more red spikes when it Mega Evolves, but the big change comes from the Totodile head that sprouts out of its back. So it'd be fun for Nope, not Mega Totodile. So it'd be fun for Mega Feraligatr to mimic some of Totodile's cry as well. Unfortunately, my Donald Duck impression is kinda lacking, so that's the best we're gonna get. Now, I'm gonna make Feraligatr sound more fierce, but also put an echo of Totodile's cry in the back. Time to get to work.
Feraligatr. Feraligatr.
Sounds good. Let's do this.
Feraligatr.
Feraligatr, Mega Evolve!
Feraligatr.
That was great! Now, back to your regularly scheduled Mega Evolutions. Up next is Mega Chandelure.
Chandelure!
I gotta say, that is not what I was expecting. But, here we go. Chandelure! Chandelure! And since Mega Chandelure is just a bigger Chandelure, making its cry fuller, and perhaps a little more haunted sounding, should do the trick. Let's see. Chandelure! Chandelure! Alright, that should do it. Chandelure! Chandelure! Mega Evolve! Chandelure! That one was fun. On to the next one. And here we have the only Mega Evolution from the Galar region, Mega Falinks. Since the head Falinks and the followers have different cries, I'll try to emulate both.
Falinks! Falinks! Falinks!
Falinks! Falinks! Falinks! Falinks! Now, with Mega Falinks, all the little guys Voltron together into one creature, but they're each still their own entity, so its cry will be multiple voices, but now all in complete unison. Falinks! 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 This one should be good. Let's see what I got. Falinks! 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 Mega Evolve! The Falinks in the middle having a strained cry that's barely audible among the rest fits well in my opinion. That guy's the real hero of this Mega. Anyway, let's see who's next. Up next is Mega Skarmory. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, with Mega Skarmory becoming sleeker with a new gold and black coat of paint, I think getting rid of some of the fullness of the cry and making it sharper would make for a good Mega cry. Sounds good to me. Skarmory, Mega Evolve! I like that. Let's keep it up. This is one of my favorite new Mega Evolutions. Time for Mega Barbaracle.
Barbaracle. Barbaracle.
Now, before I go into the Mega Cry, I feel like there's something I should mention. Side note, am I the only one who's kinda upset that none of the new Mega Evolutions have altered typings? That was one of my favorite parts of Mega Evolution. What happened to stuff like Normal Fairy Mega Audino, Pure Steel Mega Aggron, Fire Dragon Mega Charizard X? It makes sense that they'd save the Megas with altered typings for the actual game, and the ones we got are great. Oh, come on! Anyway, with Barbaracle becoming the eldritch horror that it does upon Mega Evolving, its cry should probably sound unsettling. Maybe the hands can whisper along with the main head? That'd be fun. And since Mega Barbaracle is now a fighting type, its cry will probably sound more brash. Now, it's time to experiment.
Barbaracle! Barbaracle!
And here we go!
Barbaracle!
Barbaracle! Mega Evolve!
Barbaracle!
Ooh, I really like this one. It's just the right amount of spooky. Alright, onto Mega Scolipede!
Scolipede!
What on earth is that? Alright.
Scolipede! Scolipede!
When Scolipede Mega Evolves, it gains a bunch of armor and gets super defensive, so its cry will probably sound deeper and fuller to reflect its new weight. Plus, maybe it won't sound so dorky anymore.
Scolipede!
Nope, too deep.
Scolipede! Scolipede!
Okay, let's give it a whirl! Thank you, I'll be here all week.
Scolipede!
Scolipede Mega Evolve!
Scolipede!
Hopefully I succeeded in making it sound less stupid. Nah, it's still kinda dumb, but I like it. Time to complete the duo of Snorunt's evolutions. Here's Mega Froslass! If you saw my previous Mega Cries video, then you know how much I love doing high-pitched cries. But this is what I signed up for, so hopefully it goes well. Honestly, that's not bad. Now, what to do with Mega Froslass? It gets a lot taller, and its nubs grow into full horns. I guess, in a word, Mega Froslass matures from its base form, so maybe a fuller, more haunting cry could work? Froslass! Froslass! Here we go. Froslass! Froslass! Mega Evolve! I think that works for Mega Froslass. Let's see who's up next. Alright, time for Mega Dragalge. Now, unfortunately, I was unable to find any clips of Dragalge in the anime, but I did manage to find some of Skrelp. So, using that, I can extrapolate what Dragalge would realistically sound like, and then we can work from there. What? Okay, so based on that, Dragalge would probably sound something like this. That's the best I got under these circumstances. But now, Dragalge becomes a lot flowier when it Mega Evolves, so a cry that lasts a bit longer and feels more fluid could work. This one's pretty experimental, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, let's see how this goes. Dragalge, Mega Evolve! What do you guys think? It's probably not going to be perfect, since I don't have a reference for regular Dragalge, but I think that wasn't too bad. And now we're at Mega Clefable! Another high one. Here we go. Clefable! Fable! Yeah, I'm definitely not hitting that exactly. But what about Mega Clefable? Its wings get a lot bigger, and its head swirl looks like a baby bottle, so if anything, I'd say it should get a higher cry. But I can't do that, so I'll have to think of something else. Maybe, now that it's a flying type, it gets more hyper? Its face does look kinda jumpy, so that could work. Let's see... Fable! 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 Well, it's time to try. Clefable! Clefable, Mega Evolve! Fable! Fable! The baritone strikes again. But I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it definitely wasn't good, but it wasn't awful, right? Okay, this one I can do. Here's Mega Starmie. Yeah, I know it kinda sounds like a bird, but I'm not gonna be able to match that without any voice editing, so this is the best I can do. Since Mega Starmie becomes more humanoid, going so far as to run up and punch its opponents, I think giving it elements of Staryu's more aggressive sounding cry could work. This would also be a fun subversion of the Mega Evolutions take inspiration from their pre-evolutions trend, which is usually represented visually, like with Mega Dragonite getting Dragonaire's wings and orb, and with Tyranitar getting Pupitar's face on its chest. Again, it's not as good with no editing, but I got the gist. Now to combine the two together. This one's gonna be fun. Let's go! Starmie, Mega Evolve! Wonderful. I can't wait for Mega Starmie in the anime. Let's keep going. Alright, here we have Mega Pyroar. Pretty simple. Now, for Mega Pyroar, all that really happens is that the mane gets bigger, so I guess I can just make the cry louder and a bit fuller? Not much to do with Mega Pyroar, honestly. Alright, here we go. Pyroar, Mega Evolve! It didn't really change all that much, but it was fun to do nonetheless. On to the next one! Now we get to the story-based Mega Evolutions, so I'll reiterate just to be safe. Spoilers for Pokemon Legends ZA! Okay, that should cover it. First up is Mega Floette. Now, I couldn't find any clips of Eternal Flower Floette in the anime, but to be honest, I don't think it is in the anime. Even in the Pokemon Generations episode about AZ and Floette, it doesn't have a voice. Thankfully, other Floette have appeared in the anime, and the Eternal Flower Floette probably sounds similar to them. But of course, that means it's another high one. Apologies for all the bleeding ears. But kinda like Mega Pyroar, Mega Floette doesn't change that much, only its Eternal Flower gets bigger, so the cry will stay roughly the same.
Floette? Floette! Floette!
Here we go.
Floette!
Floette, Mega Evolve! Definitely not my best work, but it's the best I could do. Now let's move on to the final Mega Evolution of the main story. And last, but certainly not least for the base game, we have Mega Zygarde. But with Zygarde, we run into a strange problem. Zygarde talks. And I know what you're thinking. Garanseho, all Pokemon talk, they just say their names. But no, dear viewer, Zygarde actually talks.
If it is a right you speak of, this world belongs to them! I have placed my hopes in humanity. They have always protected me.
And so, I know what you're thinking now. Well, then why don't you use its 50% form cry? Well, because its 50% form cry sounds like this. So, I'm kind of in a predicament here. But since Mega Zygarde is only achievable through Zygarde Complete Form, I guess Mega Zygarde would also just talk. So, the first step is to mimic Zygarde Complete Form's voice.
I am Zygarde, defender of order. If it is a right you speak of, this world belongs to them.
Who would have thought that the Guardian of Order would sound like, well, like that? But anyway, with Mega Zygarde putting a lot of its cells into the giant gun on its back, I feel like making its voice a little deeper and fuller would help bolster its new image. Let's see what I can do. I am Zygarde, defender of order. If it is a right you speak of, this world belongs to them. So stupid. Alright, let's go! Zygarde, Mega Evolve!
I'm a fire in my laser!
Okay, but seriously.
I am Zygarde, defender of order. We will show them our full power!
That one was kinda weird, but I liked it. Though I'm never getting over Zygarde being a fancy bookworm. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. The new Mega Evolutions announced for the Mega Dimensions DLC. If you want to avoid any and all spoilers for the DLC, then click off the video now. You've been warned. I already did both Raichu Megas in the previous video, so let's start with Mega Chimecho.
Chime, 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 chime.
Not bad, it being a high-pitched one and all. And since Mega Chimecho has extra copies of itself to boost its sound, giving it a loud reverberating cry would work nicely. Chime, chime, chime. I think I got it. Chime, chime. Chimecho, Mega Evolve. Chime. Ah, music to my ears. Who's next? A surprising entry in the Mega Evolution category, Mega Baxcalibur. I mean, did anybody expect a Pokemon from Generation 9 to get a Mega Evolution?
Well, I saw it on the lead.
Oh, shut up. For Mega Baxcalibur, its voice probably sounds fuller and gruffer due to the extra armor plating on its head, and its more hunched position brings to mind a savage beast, so giving it an angrier tone could work too. Okay, here we go. Baxcalibur, Mega Evolve!
Baxcalibur!
That was fun! On to the next one! Everyone give a warm welcome to our second mythical Mega Evolution, Mega Zeraora! So, now that Mega Zeraora is a fighting type... Wait, what? Are you kidding me? How is Mega Zeraora not a fighting type? Hell, regular Zeraora should have been a fighting type! How is this still a problem? Anyway, Zeraora's internal limiters are removed upon Mega Evolution, so its cry will probably sound even wilder than it already is. This is gonna be fun. Alright, let's go! Zeraora! Mega Evolve! I love doing creatures and monsters, so this one was a blast. Time for the final new Mega Evolution, Mega Lucario! Nope, not that one. That's it. According to the Pokemon website, Mega Lucario Z is more focused on defense than its original Mega counterpart. So, while Mega Lucario's cry is a lot wilder and brasher, Mega Lucario Z will be calmer and more serene. Let's see what I can do with this. Lucario. Okay, let's finish this off! Lucario! Mega Evolve! And that should be all of them. Obviously, Game Freak won't reveal all the new Mega Evolutions before the DLC comes out, but I think it did a good job with the ones we have. These all sound like pretty good cries to me. This video was recorded before the launch day, so if they revealed Mega Charizard Z or something on the 9th, I'm sorry I didn't get to it. These videos take a while to make. Once the DLC is fully out, I'll probably make a third video doing all the other new Megas and giving them anime cries. If that's something you want to see, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. But that's all for now. See ya!